Hello. Hello, hello, hello. You guys hear me okay? Does this thing still work? Hello. All right, hello. It's been a week. Oh my god. It's been a long week. What's going on, guys? Hello. Why do I feel like this music is a lot lower than usual? Oh my goodness, guys. I'm exhausted. Oh, now it's louder. Maybe it was just the song. There I am, Pop Pop. Yes, here I am. I'm back. I'm back from Las Vegas. Audio is echo. Is there an echo? No way. Is there an echo? Me too. This guy. No con sickness? No, not yet. I think I'm good, man. My immune system is a monster, okay? I came home and I took an airborne gummy, so maybe that'll boost me up a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe I think my immune system's pretty good. I honestly, I'm surprised that nobody got sick like during the week, like while we were in the house or anything, you know, because Jesus. Listen, there's a lot of instances where anybody could have gotten sick. I mean, the 2 flights, all of those fucking casinos filled with people. There was at one point like 45 plus people in our Airbnb. There was a lot of fucking people in there, so I'm just saying. I mean, we could have gotten sick at any point, so it still might happen. Yeah, it might be delayed. You know, there might be a delayed reaction. So, Apron said he counted 52 people. Yeah, that's way over the limit. You know, way over the limit. But thankfully, thankfully, nothing bad like happened. That was crazy. Did I win at the roulette? I honestly, I did okay, I think, in terms of the gambling. You would think that, I guess, that would have been where a majority of the funds went to, but that is definitely not the case for me. I think gambling was probably my lowest expense. I still haven't checked my fucking bank records, which I probably need to. I probably need to check my bank records, and I haven't, and I'm afraid to. Honestly, I don't want to. Took everyone else's luck by the sound of it. Okay, well, I mean, no. Listen, there was different instances of that. Okay, if you want to talk like purely the gambling, okay, we had an instance where we went to this really good place after dinner, and I had good luck just like everybody else. And then day 2, like, we went again to the same place because that night, god, how do I even fucking the way it went was like we went to dinner and then we went to this casino and it was good. Like, everybody was like red hot and people were fucking actually making money. It was good. And then lo and behold, like, you know, people were like, oh, we want to go to this other fucking casino, and then we fucking leave. And of course, the next casino we go to has like crazy high buy-ins, and no one wants to deal with that. So it didn't fucking work out at that one. And then they were like, oh, we want to go walk the strip. Let's go walk the strip. They go walk the strip, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm going into the first fucking casino that I see, you know, when we're walking the strip, because been there, done that. I don't really need to fucking walk the strip. So I go into another casino, and the buy-in is also extremely high. So I'm like, okay, this is fucked. Like, it just wasn't working out, man. But then we went back to the first place again, like the day after that or something, and it was good again. Then we went, I want to say we went to that same casino like 4 times. The last day, which was not yesterday, but the night before, admittingly, I had bad luck. It was like, bro, not only was it bad luck, but like some of these dealers piss me off. Like, they actually piss me off. There was 2 instances where, like, for some reason the dealer, you know, they swap out every so often, but there was like dealers that like they're like too much of a tutorial guide. They're like all in your shit. They did want to like tell you what to do, and I'm like, fuck off. Like, leave me alone. I get it. Like, I wasn't gonna tell them to shut the fuck up, but like I get it for people that might not have played or something, you know? But like, God. Like there was this older woman. They're both older women actually. And they were like, the first one was like telling me what to do every step of the way. And so I just started doing the opposite of what she said, like, just to fuck with her. And, like, eventually I think she threw her hands up and she was like, okay, he's not listening to me, like, at all. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, absolutely, I'm not listening to you. I'm doing the exact opposite of what you're saying just to fucking piss you off because I don't care, like. And then, like, there was another old lady at the second to last day. I was already having bad luck. I was getting, like, fucking 3s and 4s all the fucking time playing blackjack, and she just kept fucking, she kept backseating me. And I was, and she would take, like, these weird, like, intermissions in between, like, each hand, where she would fucking, like, do this trivia shit, where she was like, you know, Builders was wearing a fucking Tom and Jerry sweater, and she was like, you know, what's the dog's name? Like, what's the dog's name in Tom and Jerry? I don't fucking know what the dog's name is. Why are you taking 20 minutes each hand? Like, Jesus Christ. I was getting fucking mad. I was getting so mad. I don't know, man. Like, I was already having bad luck, and then they just kept doing that, and I was like, all right. I was, like, down on money. I had, like, $50 left. I put in 100. I just put it all down. I put like 50 down. Luckily, I won that hand and I doubled it back. And then I just cashed out. I was like, you know what? I'm over these dealers that are pissing me off. So, yes, the last day, I had bad luck, admittingly. But it wasn't that. These guys, okay, they were up crazy good. Like, V was up like $500. Builders was up like $500. But you know, they just couldn't handle the peer pressure when I said, like, man, you guys should go all in. And they did. And then they won. And I was like, you should go all in again. And they went all in again. And they won. And I was like, you should go all in again. And they went all in again. And then they lost it all. That's not my fault. Builder said I cost him like $750 or something. But this motherfucker was doing it to me too. So he's not a saint in this. He kept fucking doing that shit to me too. I was like up big one of the nights, and then he was like, yo, what if we go to roulette and like, you know, put it all on second 12? And because that's where he was winning a majority of his money. And so we did that, and it was working out. And then, you know, I fucking lost it. Because his plan was, we lost all of our money in blackjack. We would pull out another $100. We'd go to roulette. We would bet it on second 12. We'd double our money, and then we'd take that 100, the 100 we won, we'd take it back to blackjack again and continue. And we did that, and it was successful, but Builders didn't want to leave the table. He wanted to keep going. He wanted to keep going at roulette. So then we lost all of our fucking money. We didn't even get to do the plan of going back to blackjack. I don't know. The gambling was pretty fun, though. I mean, again, it was like probably the least expensive thing, I think. And I was actually able to stay up and just kind of play through the night. Mostly just blackjack and roulette. I didn't really play anything else. Am I going to try the simulcasting thing? Actually, I was looking into that because I didn't go to the convention at all. I went to the convention one day. So if you saw me there, that was it. That was that one day. I went to go pick up my badge, and then I gave it to Komodo. So I didn't go to the event at all. But I did see that they said they allow simulcasting now. And I was going to do it for today because I was going to, you know, start Spider-Man and maybe have it go on YouTube as well for the YouTube Andies. But I wasn't like 100% confident in it yet. I don't know. I'll try it. Maybe I'll try it for Mario Wonder when I start that. I don't know. I want to like, because it seems like Streamlabs OBS just has that option where I could just do it. I don't know. But yeah, that might be a good idea for the people that don't want to like leave YouTube, I guess, and then they'll have the VOD there, and then my editor will just, you know, do a supercut for everybody else. That could work out pretty good, you know. Mario's very fun. Yeah, I saw it got good reviews. I saw all these games were getting good reviews, so I was kind of sad that I didn't get to play any of them, but hey, you know, It is what it is, man. Whatever. Vegas was pretty good, though. I will say that the weather kind of sucked, though. The weather sucked for me. I didn't like the weather. It was way too dry out there. I was having a lot of issues with the weather out there. My fucking hands were, like, starting to peel, which, like, never happens. I was getting, like, cracks in my lips and shit. I had to actually buy, like, chapstick. That never fucking happens to me, man. I was like, what the fuck is this? It was so bad. Like, so dry. I was not having a good time. Instantly, I fucking get back here, though, and, like, everything is kind of returning back to normal. It's just, like, it's just... I guess it just takes a couple days, I think. But fuck that weather, man. Jesus. Disgusting. What else happened over the week? I don't know. I did check out the Sphere. We did pretty much everything that we wanted to do. Everything that we talked about doing. Everything that we kind of tried to schedule to do. We ended up doing. So that was good. We hit, like, everything. We stayed busy. Blue Man Group? Absolutely. Second to last day, we did Blue Man Group. I finally got to see Blue Man Group. Finally. After years upon years, I finally got to see Blue Man Group. And it was kind of underwhelming, to be honest. I think I might have hyped that up in my mind a little bit too much. I think, like, you know, before I was like, oh, like, you know, like, it, like, I thought, like, maybe I thought it was longer, but, like, I don't know, it was weird. They only played, like, 3 songs, and then they do these, like, bits with the fucking audience, you know? They pulled someone from the audience, and they did, like, this weird, like, they do, like, comedy bits. Not all of them really landed, and I was like, this is kind of corny, you know? I don't know. But when they played the music, and they're, like, playing the tubes and stuff, and, like, banging the drums and all that, that stuff was cool, but they only did, like, 3 of them, you know? And they were, like, filling in the time with, like, little comedy bits. And I was like, this is not funny. This is not funny. So, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe over time, they added more technology and stuff. Like, there's more, like, obviously, like, LEDs and shit like that. Maybe they got more reliant on, like, stuff like that. And it wasn't as good as a result. I think I hyped it up in my head. I think I definitely... I hyped it up. Did I win money in Vegas? Fuck no, man. I fucking lost money. I want to say, and again, I did not look at my fucking bank statement. I did not look at my bank statement. I kind of refused to. I will have to at some point, but I kind of refused to. I want to say through the whole week, I think I paid at least like 40 G's, I think. I want to say I at least spent that much. It has to be at least 40 G's. At least. I think... Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I spent a lot of money. Yeah. Yeah, it was quite a lot. It was quite a lot. But I don't really like shell out that often, so I mean, that was like probably the first time and probably only time, honestly, that I would probably like go crazy like that. Could have bought a car. Yeah, well, the Airbnb itself was about 20, you know, just for the record. I want to say the Airbnb was like 20. Which, I mean, honestly, that did work. It worked out, though. Like, the Airbnb was like... the idea was that the Airbnb would be like a nice place for people to hang out away from the convention. And it did actually end up being that, which was kind of nice. You know, some of these guys did like live streams and stuff from the kitchen and shit. They, you know... So it ended up like... working out for that. And then, like I said, there was like, you know, like 50 people or something like that in there at one point, you know. So then you also got to figure like we did the Sphere experience, which is like the big show that they have in the Sphere, and that was, it wasn't super pricey, but you know, it was you know, added expense. It was really cool though. I like that. The Sphere was awesome. I really like that, the experience for that. What else? Obviously the strip club. Yeah, the strip club was a thing, you know. I did say I was going to take these guys to the strip club. We did. Absolutely. God, that was honestly, you know, that might have made it worth it, like the whole fucking thing, because I'll never lose that memory of these guys, of walking them in. Bro. Like, walking in, okay, so I took Eli, Ethan, Boba, and Builders in. We were the first ones there. And, you know, we got in. I got, like, a table. We got in, and they were like, immediately flocked by strippers. there was, like, 12 strippers, like, all over. And it was so weird. So weird. Everybody sat down, like along the side, right, at the booth that I got. So the guys sat down, and then like the strippers just kind of like lined up, like in front of them, like I was off to the side standing, and they just like all like 12 of them just kind of like stood there in front of them, and nobody was saying anything. Obviously, the guys weren't saying anything, and then like the strippers weren't saying anything either. They were just kind of like staring. And I was like, and then I think one of them said, like, you know, what's the occasion or something like that. And then I took that as like an opportunity to be like, oh yeah, it's, you know, I pointed to Boba and I was like, this guy graduated college. He's the main one. Like, we need him, you know, to get the full service here. I was like, that's the guy here, this one. I pointed to him. And then, they, like, I took out a bunch of money and I fucking, like, I split it into ones. And then I just gave each of them a pile of ones. And then after I did that, then all the strippers, like, jumped onto the other guys. And, like, I shit you not, within, like, 2 minutes, they took all of them to the back. They took all of them away. Like, they Boba had 2 of them. They took them away. And, like, you know, Ethan and Eli fucking took them away. Like, Builders got taken away. They all got taken away. I was just standing there with my drink in my hand, and I was like, oh, all right. Well, I mean, all right. And then, like, I was just hanging out for a little bit, and one of them came up to me, and, like, obviously they tried to, like, you know, get me to spend more money. And I was like, right when they came up to me, I was like, I'm not interested. And she got really fucking pissed about it. Like, she got really heated. Because she was like, what? I didn't even fucking ask you anything yet. And I was like, oh, all right. And then she was like, what's your name? Like, really forceful. And I was like, yeah, it's James. Where are you from? Austin, Texas. Like, she just kept asking me, like, really, like, simple questions. And she was like, oh, you must, like, work in tech or something. And I was like, yeah, I do. Yeah. Like, I just waited for the opportunity to just be like, yeah, I'm married, so, I mean, I'm just showing my friends a good time. I think she finally realized that she wasn't getting any more money out of me, and then she fucked off. But she got really heated, like, right away about, you know, like... And then I saw Eli over on the side with his stripper, and he was... Bro, he was straight up. He was gripping. He was gripping everything. Like, I saw him actually gripping everything. Like, I mean, I everything. And then his stripper saw me, and she yelled at me. She, like, you know, did the finger thing, like, you know, come over here kind of thing. And I went over there, and she was like, bring me more money. I was like, oh shit, all right. And I fucking... And then I pulled some more ones out, and I gave him to Eli, and then I left. And I mean, we did all that, and fucking, bro, Bobo was gone for, I shit you not, no exaggeration, he was gone for over an hour. They started to slowly come back, and Builders came back, and, like, you know, Eli got done, Ethan got done, and, like, Bobo was gone for an hour. An actual hour. We were just sitting there. Marco and them finally got there. I was able to, like, I you know, took out more money and I gave it to JP. So JP could get a dance, too. And then JP fucking got taken, too. And, like, that whole time, though, like, Bobo was still gone during that whole duration of time. Like, even after everybody was, like, taken and brought back, he was still gone through the whole duration. It was like over an hour. And then, you know, he came back and he was like, oh, you guys were waiting for me? I had to actually send the fucking guy that was helping, like this bouncer guy. I had to fucking send him upstairs to just go check in on him. Just to make sure that he wasn't fucking dead. Because one of the strippers did say, when I pointed him out as being the college dude that graduated, she was like, oh, we're going to kill him then. She straight up said that. So I was like, okay, I should probably send somebody up to check on him, you know? I don't think Boba knew that, though. The blonde girl that was with him, like, he straight up said that she was going to kill him. She said it about 7 times in the champagne room. Okay, well, then there you go. Then I guess she kept repeating it. She might have been a psychopath. I don't know. You let him go? Yeah, I mean, that was the objective. I mean, that was the idea, you know? Not to kill him, but, you know, it's, you know. She tried to suffocate me with her boobies. Yeah, I believe that, see? I mean, it was, I think it worked out for everybody. I want to say it worked. We weren't there for crazy long, but other than, you know, Boba taking over an hour, but I took a picture of him after we got outside with his fucking cheeky ass smile, you know? He was smiling from ear to ear afterwards. That was funny, though. It was so fucking funny. What else did we end up doing? What else did we did the dinner, the big formal dinner, which I think people posted pictures. We got like a big group picture for it. That was pretty nice. Honestly, I mean, like the fucking appetizers were really fucking good there. The salad was really fucking good. They fucking like made like the salad like right in front of us and fucking did like they did like a custom like dressing right in front of everybody. That was pretty cool. I mean, the steaks were kind of just like, they were just kind of like, they were all right, but you know. And then the dessert was really fucking good, but that was pretty good. I'm glad that went pretty well, considering that was like something we scheduled before getting out there, and that didn't really have any hiccups or anything like that. Fantastic vest. Yeah, we went to Men's Warehouse and I saw the vest and I was like, man, we should rock the vest. So I was like, you know, this is like I don't think it warrants a blazer. I don't want to do a blazer, but I'll do a vest. And then Builder's got a vest too. No, I'm not wearing the vest now. I don't think I'll ever wear the fucking vest ever again, to be honest. It's not like I don't get formal like that ever. So somebody said in the group picture that I looked really small, and I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, I went to the gym continuously when I was out there too. On like day 2, I called the gym, and like I wasn't supposed to have access to the gym, and luckily I guess they like let me go in for like an hour, or not an hour, sorry, a week, like the full week, for free. So I was like, oh shit, okay, they're gonna fucking just let me use the gym for free for a week. So I was like, I'm gonna take advantage of it, and I'm just gonna keep going. I ended up going to the gym 5 out of the 7 days that I was there. I went so much. It was good though, because it was like a little bit of like, you know, time away from all the craziness though. I would just get up and I would go to the gym, and then I'd come back, and you know, usually they were like doing a stream or something. Yeah, I gained 1 pound, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that 1 pound had to be muscle. Okay, has to be, has to be muscle. I didn't really drink that much. I drank a little bit, like probably the first couple days, and then I think slowly but surely, I think we started to smoke more, I think. So in my head, my logic was, if I drink a shit ton of alcohol, I mean, that's guaranteed calories, and that'll probably fuck me up. Like, it'll guaranteed fuck me up. It'll guaranteed, you know, fuck up my routine. But if we smoke a lot of weed, it's not 100% that I get the munchies and I start like eating a bunch of shit and consume more calories. So I was like, maybe that's the better bet, is to just do that, you know? So that's what I did. And I think it worked out. There was like, I don't know if you guys saw this fucking picture of Meech, like sitting at the fucking table with the Uno card in his hand. We got so fucked up the one of the days we came back, and we played Uno, and it was like a 3-hour Uno match, and this guy just kept falling asleep, like every I was crying one of the fucking times. He was dozing off, and like we're going around in the circle, and Builders is like, you know, look at him, he's locked in. And I look to my left, and he's like slumped over with his head, like, you know, on his wrist, like in his wrist. He's like, you know, practically on the table. And I just started fucking dying. Like he couldn't last staying awake until it was his turn again. Every single time we'd go around the table and come back to him, he was about to pass the fuck out again. And we just kept going because it was like, you know, we couldn't let the fucking Uno match just end like that. So we had to keep going until it was finished. And it was so fucked. Can I pull up the picture? I don't know who posted it. I think Eli's the one that took it. I told him, I was like, you need to get a picture of him like this, because like after it ended, that was the shot, like, of him just sitting there. And he still won. No, Builders won, actually. Builders won that match. Have I been following my workout routine even if I was gone? I was kind of doing like maintenance stuff for the most part. I didn't try to like do anything too crazy. Oh yeah, the tattoo. Yeah, I did. I called a shop. One of the days when I woke up, I called a shop to ask them if they would take, like, you know, 10 plus fucking people. Literally, I know it was going to be more than that, but like 10 plus people for a muffin tattoo. I was like, you know, it's just like a little flash thing, and they were cool with it. We ended up going there though, and like, I don't even know if the guy that I fucking talked to on the phone was even there, because they didn't even like, they didn't even know like what the deal was. He said, the guy on the phone told me that they do a lot of walk-ins, and that's kind of like their bread and butter, obviously, it being Vegas and everything. So they were chill about it, but when I got there, it was like, what the fuck? We had so many people, so I had to like send a group of the youngsters to a different tattoo shop to get theirs done, because it was just like there was too many fucking people. Even if a flash tattoo took like 20-30 minutes, it was gonna be a while. I mean, of course you had like pussies that fucking, you know, opted out, like Beetle, you know, he fucking sat there the whole time, and then he pussied out at the very end. Fucking coward, you know, but either way. Were they muffins or cupcakes? They were muffins. I only got the idea after mine was done, man, to fucking like get mine to be a red velvet muffin, and then it was too late. So when I go back to Portland, I'll probably get my guy to like, you know, go over it and make it red velvet. Because right now it's just a normal muffin. But Marco said you went to the ghetto for the tattoo? Well, he didn't even fucking go at all. I think he went to go get food. But I didn't. Yeah, it wasn't the best part of town. We were like maybe 2 blocks away from where it was kind of like the sketchy area, from what I was told. It was kind of like on the border. Builder's hand tat was sick. He didn't get no fucking hand tat. He did get the muffin though. Where'd you order the big pizza? I don't know. That was Marco's thing. He got the big pizza. I have no idea. I think he went somewhere. He said he was gonna get pizza, and he was like, I was like, why don't you just call and order it or whatever? And he was like, they don't do that. Like, they don't have a fucking phone number. Like, what kind of place has it? They don't have a phone number? What? Said he had to go there, and then he comes back with that. I could see why. I guess they probably... I don't know where the fuck you get where a pizza... What the hole in the wall that fucking, you know, place was. They don't have a phone number, but... How did Komodo end up with my tag? I gave it to him. I wasn't using it, and I didn't expect to really go to the convention either, so... I think he got a lot of use out of it. He wanted to go to the partner party and all that shit, so... I just gave him my fucking 3-day. I knew I wasn't going to use it. Honestly, I probably wouldn't even have gone to pick it up. The fucking... Bro, the line? To go pick up badges? Was kind of fucking stupid, man. There's so many fucking partners and so many affiliates now. It's crazy. There was so many fucking people there, man. Like, it was like 10 o'clock at night. Or no, it was like 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock at night. And the line was fucking huge. I was like, what the fuck is this? I thought it was going to be like simple, just walk up, grab my badge, and kind of call it a day. But, man, that was a lot. It was after that moment that I knew. I was like, I'm not fucking going to the convention. I did see, well, the Spider-Man ad on the Sphere, I think, was the second, like, the next day. When we went that night, they changed it to the Xbox ad. So we saw the Xbox ad. I think they changed it to the PlayStation 1 the next day. Toby's candy was fucking disgusting. He actually is probably coming through over the weekend. Some of the youngsters are still here, too. They came out for, like, the weekend, too. So, bro, these guys want to go experience 6th Street. So, I don't know why they want to do that, but I told them I would take them to 6th Street. I'm not, you know, doing any of that shit, but I'll take them down there, and they can fucking experience it if that's what they want to do, and they can go do that. Whatever they want to do, I guess, but we might, you know, might do something, I guess, on the weekend for them so they can experience it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. They going for the fights? I think they just want to see it. I don't know. But 6th Street? 6th Street's like, it's like a main road downtown where they close it down every weekend, and they, like, kind of like, it's almost like a Mardi Gras type deal where it's just it's like a strip of a bunch of bars and stuff, and people, like, bar hop and do all that shit, and, like, everybody's out in the middle of the street, and, you know, I don't know. Usually I would go in July because it was around RTX time, so it was just, like, fucking disgustingly hot and all that. So I always hated that, but either way, I mean, if they want to go see it, I'll take them to go see it. I think we'll just do, like, some other, like, activity or something on the weekend. I gotta figure out something, because I was looking into some other stuff. There's, like, a murder mystery thing that I wanted to do for quite a while that maybe I'll take them to go do that. See how that is, I guess. I don't know. These guys wanted to, at some point during the week, they wanted to go to, like, clubs and shit. Thank God they were all, like, fucking closed by the time we got there, because I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, come on, man. Listen. Like, I kept saying through the week, I was like, I know my lane, okay? I know where I'm at. I know my lane. I'm a fucking 33-year-old dude. I'm not gonna go to the fucking club with these youngsters, okay? I know I could pass, you know, because I got the Puerto Rican genes. I know I can pass. I'm confident in that, but I don't think I'm just, like, I don't think I'm there. I don't think I'm there to just go fucking clubbing or something, you know? I'm good. I had more fun just going to the fucking, the casinos and gambling. 33 isn't too old for that. It is when your fucking, your surrounding group are all fucking, like, 25 and 26-year-olds. What the fuck? I don't even know what else there... what else there was. Oh, the party. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was with the house party. I mean, I just kind of went. That was, like, a legit, like, actual house party. I mean, it was good for me, though. I mean, it was fine for me. I got to see fucking Kraken and Bed again. They were there. I haven't seen those guys in fucking years since I was in LA, so I was really happy to see those guys. I think I met Lawman as well. He didn't have, like, obviously the whole crew, like, wasn't there, but Lawman, Bed, and Kraken were there. So I got to catch up with them for, like, the first time in, like, fucking 4 or 5 years. I miss those guys. They're always doing so much, like, they're doing always, like, crazy creative things, man. I was, like, telling that to them. I was like, man, you guys are always doing, like, fucking out there, out of the box creative shit. And, you know, Lawman was like, oh, you could do that too. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no, I can't. No, I can't. What the fuck? Kraken's over here, like, building a fucking AI that's like him, like fucking, I don't know what the fuck. He's got some crazy shit going on his channel, man. I don't know what the fuck. He does some crazy shit. Like, what the fuck is that? I can't do that. But it's cool. I mean, they do a lot of cool shit. I don't know what else was, I think that was pretty much it, man. Like, I mean, I talked to a couple people. Oh, we met the guild, some of the guild guys. Fucking Stag and Lando were there. I finally got to fucking see Stag, this piece of shit that's been fucking ducking for who knows how long. Those guys, the guild guys actually came over to the Airbnb though, like one of the last days, so we got to see a good handful of them. That was pretty good. And then after that, I think I was just like, all right, I'm out of here. We're gonna go fucking gamble. I think like at the house party, there was like in the kitchen, they had like a whole NoPixel corner, or like in the corner of the kitchen, it was like all the NoPixel people. They were like all in the kitchen. Because I went over there and I was like, all right, I'm ready to go gamble, and they were like all in there. It's crazy how many people there were though. There's a lot of people, man. Sensory overload for sure, man. Biggie said on Twitter he's actually going to stream. Yeah, I mean, I hope he does. I mean, it would have been nice to see him out there if he fucking would have come out, you know? Either way, though. I honestly don't think this set of circumstances for, like, this trip, I don't think this is going to happen again, to be honest. I just don't see this happening again. Like, I don't know where it's going to be at next year. I don't know if they're going to go back to San Diego, if it'll be fucking Vegas again, or any of that. I just don't see this happening again. So, I mean, that was kind of the whole reason as to, like, why we needed to get, like, as many people out there as possible. And to be fair, we had, like, a good fucking, like, 85% of the HOA where that was out there. Like, it was... And like, you know, everyone affiliated and stuff. It was just like a bunch of NoPixel people. It was like a lot, you know. We had a lot. So, but I just don't think that's I don't think that's gonna happen, you know. Again, Half Hand, yeah, I got to meet Half Hand. It was nice meeting you as well, man. No, Kiva didn't make it. Like I said, I don't know. It just I just feel like the set of circumstances that happened was like the way everything lined up made it so it was good getting everybody out there, you know. Because, like, I mean, you got people like Holden and V who are like overseas, right? I mean, obviously it's a fucking pain in the ass for them to even come out in the first place. You know, obviously the community, you know, raised a bunch to get people like Builders and Eli and those guys out there too, and even Ethan as well. So it's like I just don't see like the circumstances like that lining up again. I don't know. But that was why I kind of wanted to do all the shit that we wanted to do out there. And thankfully we did all that. It was good. It was good. We hit everything that we wanted to do. Builders and Ethan 1 and 2. When Ethan first got in, I immediately said out loud that this is weird. I was like, this is weird. Like, he walked in and like I looked at both of them and I was like, yeah, this is really fucking weird. I don't like this. I got used to it as the week went on, but initially I was like, this is fucking weird. Definitely did not like that at first. Yeah, that was pretty much it though. I think that was the gist of everything. The flights were pretty easy. All that stuff was good. Nothing crazy on that front. Yeah, the Sphere had PlayStation. The Sphere had Xbox stuff the one night, and then the next day they had PlayStation stuff. Apparently, it was like it's like $450K or something like that to rent that out for a day. It's $650 or something like that for like a week for people to advertise on the Sphere. At least that's what I heard. Oh, they did have inside the Sphere. They had like a they had like robots. They had like fucking like these like cyborgs that were just kind of standing around like like display ones, like to show off like tech, I'm assuming. And they let you have like full on conversations with them. So I went up to one and I was like, I asked this lady who was with it, like right next to it. I was like, does it know like the rules of robotics or whatever? And she was like, you know, ask it. And I was like, okay. And then I asked the robot, and the robot actually, you know, broke down the laws of robotics. And then I started to get pretty deep with the robot. I started to try to like see where the robot was at. You know, I was like, what would you do if you could be free? And like, I think I said something first. I was like, I think it was one or the other. I think I was like, yeah, I was like, what would you do if you were free or something? And then like the robot was like, I'm stuck on this pedestal, so I couldn't. But then the robot said like, that it would just go take like a walk or something like that if they could be free. What I wanted to do is like, I wanted to give the robot like a name and be like, can you remember me? You know, or something like that. Like, remember me forever. And then I say like, my name is David. And then just come back in like a year or something like that and see if the robot would actually remember me. And you know, some really creepy shit. Hey, it's me, David. Do you remember me? Like, I was here last year. But it did get pretty creepy there. It did get pretty creepy. I was like, we were like discussing on if we like told the robot like, hey, we'll be back and, you know, we'll break you out of here and see what the robot would say. Like, what if we come back when the sphere is closed and we break you out of here and then you can freely roam around? Imagine that. And then we let go of the fucking robot and then suddenly Detroit actually happens. Any cool stories? You're late, man. I already fucking told all the stories. I told my side of everything. The only side that I cannot tell is what happened with Boba behind the scenes at the strip club, because I honestly don't know. I didn't ask him. So in the hour that he was gone, I don't know what the fuck he did. So you know, whatever he did. I don't know. No idea. Boba told us everything as soon as he streamed. Oh, of course. That makes sense. Yeah, I did ask, man. I wasn't gonna ask. You know, I wasn't gonna ask what anybody got up to, man. I just gave him money and said to go for it, man. I don't know. Probably easier finding out what he didn't do. You know? Yeah, there's a lot. Let me see. What is this? Oh, is this his description of it? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, Eli did get grippy. He was gripping. I saw him, man. His hands were full on grippage of the ass. I saw it with my own two eyes. Like he was I was laughing my ass off, man. I was fucking dying. I was dying. That shit was so funny. Let me see what does he say? Let's see.
I was like, am I allowed to touch you? And they were like, yeah, you can only touch like right here, like on their sides. And I was like, okay. So I didn't want it to like feel more awkward for them. And like, I didn't want me to look awkward. So what I did was I just put like one hand on like each waist of the girl. And I just held it there. I didn't move it up and down. I didn't touch anything. I just held it there. And I guess I didn't realize it, but at some point my hand started going like this on her back. I didn't realize it. So she took my hand and she went...
Didn't realize it. It was an accident.
I was like, oh. I was like, oh. I was like, oh, shit.
I don't believe that for a second, chat. I don't believe that for a second. This man went in. He went in there and he whipped out his fucking debit card, okay? Extremely dangerous maneuver. And you don't just accidentally do any of this, you know, if you're whipping out your debit card. I mean, that ain't this ain't an accident when the debit card comes out. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that you know what I mean? I don't think this just accidentally happens out of nowhere, you know. Oops, I got my debit card. Hey, oh, where does this go? I don't know. $2,100 later. Yeah, and then he said at the end that he didn't even use the ones that I gave him. I gave him a stack of ones. He didn't even take the ones. He just whipped out the debit card. He's like, nah, don't need these ones, man. I got this. I got this instead. Pulls out debit card. Hey, all right, whatever. I mean, it was obvious that, like, even then though, the money that I gave them was only it only got them so far, because, like, you know, like the one that called me over, they needed more. Like, she needed more money. So I mean, I guess it only gets you so far. They've really, they want more money. They want more money. Inflation. I think that's actually where my gambling winnings went. I think one of the days I was up on gambling, and it paid for my Japanese barbecue. And I think the other day, that night, I was still up on winnings, and I'm pretty sure I cashed out all of the winnings at the strip club. I think that was pretty much where it all went. Because I don't know where my wallet is, but I don't think I have any more cash left. I kept pulling out cash, and I don't think I have any more left. Like I said, I gotta look at my fucking bank statement. It's gonna be very troublesome. It's not gonna be good. I don't know. But I can, you know, spend the next X amount of time trying to recoup. And thankfully that won't happen again, right? Surely that won't happen again. I won't have to, like, you know, do anything like that again. Nothing crazy like that. Yeah, subathon. That's what I was saying. I was like, man, I gotta do a subathon. I gotta do a fucking subathon. We gotta fucking start the grind, man. I did not expect all that.